Oh my God, stop! Don't walk under that ladder. Why can't I walk under the ladder? It's bad luck if you walk under a ladder. Don't you know that? Phew. Thanks for telling me, Tom. Let's go get some lunch.
Kramer and Block define superstition as irrational or false beliefs that are commonly related to the control of good or bad luck. Researchers argue that we can understand why we have these superstitious beliefs by looking at these actions through the dual process approach. This approach is split into two different systems. System 1 quickly proposes intuitive answers to judgment problems as they arise. This is an unconscious and automatic process. System 2 is where time is taken to process, correct, or override System 1 thinking. This is where our conscious reasoning and deliberate thought processes take place. Hello, class. Does anyone have any superstitions that they want to share? I always tie my left cleat before my right before every soccer game. Whenever I study for a test, I have to study with 1 cup of milk and 5 Oreo cookies. I can't fall asleep unless I have all my stuffed animals in my bed with me, all 12 of them. Don't worry, you're not alone. Here are some statistics taken from a survey completed on Statista and a new article published on CBS to show you just how prevalent superstitious beliefs are.
51% of Americans knock on wood to avoid bad luck.
24% of people believe that it is bad luck for a groom to see their bride before the wedding.
33% of people believe that finding and picking up a penny face up is good luck.
16% of Americans won't open umbrellas indoors.
13% believe in carrying around a good luck charm.
13% of Americans avoid black cats.
However, there is no scientific evidence that these superstitious beliefs increase your chances of good luck and decrease your chances of bad luck. One major study that exploits this myth is called the lucky golf ball study. The first time this study was done, researchers found that when people were told their golf ball was lucky, they were able to outperform others who were told that they were using just a regular golf ball by more than 17%. The study was then replicated and actually showed that there was no significant difference in performance between these groups. This lucky golf ball study showed that believing in good luck doesn't produce beneficial outcomes. In another study performed by B.F. Skinner, he and his team were able to influence pigeons into developing superstitions of their own that revolved around the presentation of their food. The pigeons learned to perform the same actions that they had been doing just before their food was presented to them. So whenever they were hungry, they were able to perform these superstitious actions in hopes that it would bring about food that they desired. When looking at these two studies, we can see that believing in superstition doesn't affect the outcome of an action as seen in the golf study. The same can be seen in the study by B.F. Skinner, who experimented with pigeons and was able to manipulate them into developing their own superstitions. The pigeons associated these superstitions with the presentation of food. However, them performing these actions had no effect on whether the researchers fed them or not, showing that the superstitions had no bearing on the desired outcome.
When confronted with an uncomfortable situation, understand that we use our System 1 thinking to cope with these uneasy situations because we have learned to instinctively act on superstitious beliefs because it has brought upon a sense of comfort and control. So, in the future, try to use System 2 to work through these stressful situations because acting on these superstitious beliefs doesn't produce your desired outcome. It only cultivates a false sense of control over situations that cannot be controlled.